Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions and betcraft. It's another very beautiful Monday morning, and once again, we are back with our predictions right on this very channel. Okay, that's what we do on a daily basis. Always looking at matches that are happening across the globe, and also, looking at the recent result for each of those sides and making verdicts before bringing it forward for you. Okay, and we already have today's games lined up, and we'll be looking at these matches in a short while. But yesterday we had six games that came out correctly out of the 10 that we predicted. Though 60% accuracy, not really what we want. We wanted to, achieve a greater accuracy, and today we hope that we get that right. All right. In a short while, we'll be looking at the matches one after the other, but I want to use the opportunity to ask you first, so coming across our video for the first time, to take out time to hit the subscription button so that you don't miss out on our games that will always come out on this very channel on a daily basis. Okay, and today we start with the very first match, and it is in Italian Serie A, where we have Inter Milan who will be up against Fiorentina. Okay, and knowing that in the last 6 games for Inter Milan, they've actually won 4 out of those 6, and they've had 1 loss as well as 1 draw. And Fiorentina, their way side, on the other hand, have been able to achieve 3 victories in the last 6 games. They've also lost 2, and they also had 1 draw in the last 6 games that they had so far. All right, looking at how these two teams fared on home and away basis, you can see that playing from home, Inter Milan have won, 7 matches in the last 10 home games. Okay, they've been able to achieve 2 draws as well as 1 loss in the last, 10 home matches. Okay, having won 7, and away side, Fiorentina have managed to achieve 5 victories in the last 10 away games. They've also had 2 draws as well as 3 losses. Okay, and on head-to-head basis, you can see that Fiorentina actually had the upper hand in the last meeting, beating Inter Milan. On the 6th of February, beating Inter Milan by 3 goals to 0. But they played from home on that occasion. Uh, but prior to that, we saw Inter always taking advantage of this very side. But in this very encounter, we would expect the home side, Inter Milan, who will be looking to capitalize on the on the lost grounds for Napoli. We saw Napoli play out a 1-1 draw yesterday against Udinese. But we're looking at Inter Milan in this very one to take the sports in this very game. That's what we expect. It is the home side to win. That's our value for that very game. And the next game over here for you is in England. FA Cup, we'll have Doncaster Rovers who will be coming up against Crystal Palace. And Doncaster Rovers is a team that have done so well in recent times, having won 4 matches and 1 draw, and also 1 loss in the last 6 matches. And also away side, Crystal Palace have won 4 games as well. 1 draw as well as 1 loss in the last 6 matches that they have so far. Looking at how these two teams fared on home and away basis, you can see that Doncaster Rovers, the home side, have actually won 4 matches, and they've had 3 losses as well as 3 draws in the last 10 home attempts. And away side, Crystal Palace, have been able to achieve 6 victories and 3 draws in the last 10 away games. They've also had 1 draw, one loss actually. And in this very one, we expect Crystal Palace to rise to the occasion. Being a team that plays in the top flight England league, to win outright in this one. Away side to win. That's actually what we expect for that very encounter. Okay, and the next game that we have is in French League 2, where we have Caen will be up against the Dunkerque. All right, Caen, the home side, have actually lost the entire 6 matches that they had in recent games, and the away side Dunkerque have won 2 games and 2 draws, but have also had 2 losses in the last 6 games. All right, looking at how the two teams fared on home and away basis, you can see that Caen, the home side, have actually won 4 matches and have lost 5 games and also 1 draw in the last 10 home attempts. And away side, on the other hand, Dunkerque managed to achieve 5 victories and 4 draws in the last 10 away games, but they've also lost 1 out of those. But in this very encounter on head-to-head basis, you can see that last time they met, it was Dunkerque who won from home on that occasion. That was in December of last year. We saw them beating Caen by 3 goals to 1, and prior to that, they played a 2-2 draw. And in this very one, we are actually going for a very safe value, and we expect to see a minimum of 2 goals in this very one, and over 1.5. That's our value for that very game. And the next that we have for you is in Dutch S division, second division in Holland, where we have Vitesse who will be up against Emmen. And they say in the last 6, I've seen 2 victories, but I've lost 4 matches in the last 6 games. All right, and we side, the Emmen have won just 1 game, 1 draw, but I've lost 4 as well. And looking at how these teams have fared on home and away basis, you can see that they say actually have won 3 matches in the last 10 home games. They've also had 2 draws, but have lost 5 games. And away side also have been able to manage the 4 victories in the last 10 away games, and have also had 1 draw, but have lost 5 matches also. And also looking closely, you could see that for the home side, Vitesse, they've actually, seen encounters that produce lots of goals, seeing that 9 times out of 10, the last 10 home matches have produced over 2.5, and away side, Emmen have actually had a very similar situation also, and 7 times out of 10, they have seen over 2.5 in the last 10 away games. All right, on head-to-head basis, the last time they met, they had a 3-3 draw, and prior to that, we saw them playing at a 2-2 draw as well. The last 5 head-to-head meetings for both sides have actually produced over 2.5, and in this very one, we expect to see a minimum of 3 goals as well, and it is an over 2.5. That's already for that very game. And the next game we have for you is also in Holland, second division, where we have Jong PSV who will be facing Cambuur. Okay, Jong PSV have had 2 victories and 4 losses in the last recent 6 games, and away side Cambuur have won 3 games, but also they've lost 3 as well. And looking at how these 2 teams have performed on home and away basis, Jong PSV have actually won 3 games, 1 draw, but have also lost 6 games in the last 10 home matches. And away side on the other hand, Cambuur have managed to achieve 7 victories in the last 10 away games, and they've also had 2 losses as well as 1 draw in the last 10. But looking closely for the for the home side, Jong PSV, the last 10 home matches have produced lots of goals. All the 10 games that they played from home have actually seen them scoring, and experiencing over 2.5 in all 10 home encounters. And away side, Cambuur have actually done that as well, having experienced over 2.5 on 6 games out of the last 10 away matches. And in this very one, using that, we believe that in this very encounter, we'll also see a lot of goals as well, and we expect to see a minimum of over 2.5, minimum of 3 goals in that very encounter as well. And the next that we have is in Romania, League 1, where we have UTA Arad, who will be up against CFR Cluj. Okay, and looking at the recent game for both sides, you see that for the home side, Arad have had 2 victories and 3 draws, as well as 1 loss. And Cluj, on the other hand, have won 3 games in the last 6 matches. They've also had 3 draws as well. Looking at how these 2 teams fared on home and away basis, you could see that the home side Arad have managed 3 victories and 3 draws in the last 10 home matches. They've also lost 4. And Cluj, on the other hand, away side have won 5 matches, and they've also had 4 draws, but have lost 1 game in the last 10 away matches. Okay, and on head-to-head basis, the last time both teams met was actually in September, and UTA Arad won from away on that occasion by 3 goals to 1. And we believe that Cluj will be looking to make amends for that loss in the last meeting against UTA Arad. So we expect the away side to either win or draw in this one, and under 4.5. That's what value for that very game. I will win or draw on 4.5. That's what we expect. Okay, and that brings our predictions for you today on Betcraft to conclusion. We wish you the very best of luck, and I hope your ticket goes green. Also remember to play responsibly, because these are football matches. Sometimes it may not be exactly what it seems. All right, that's about football. And tomorrow is another day, and we'll be coming up with our predictions right on this very channel. Do not miss out. But until that time, keep winning.